Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how to use a commercial bobbin winder that may have come with your 15 needle or other multi-needle embroidery machine. If you have a multi-needle machine, you need a bobbin winder to wind your bobbins. And you may not want to purchase commercially wound bobbins for that purpose. So in this video, I'll demonstrate how to use your bobbin winder. To get started, let's talk a little bit about bobbins. If you have a commercial machine, you probably have L-sized bobbins. Now, I purchased these MagnaGlide bobbins for use with my machine, and I honestly haven't tried them yet because I did take one out. Wasn't this package, it was another one, and it didn't quite fit in my bobbin case. And I didn't remove the spring. I know you're supposed to do that with these magnetic bobbins, but the bobbin was still too fat for my case, even though my machine takes L-size bobbins and these are L-size bobbins. So I never used them. And besides, they cost about 50 cents a piece, and it's not very economical when you have a project that's using 3 or 4 or 5 bobbins for a single project. And so I'd rather wind my own bobbins. Now, my machine uses these Bernina style bobbins. I have a QHM machine. I've also picked up some other bobbins from different sources, but I haven't tried them yet. So I'm not sure if I would be able to use other types of L-size bobbins in my machine, but I did pick up some extras that are the Bernina style just on like AliExpress or somewhere. I think I actually got these on Amazon. Okay, so the first thing you'll need to do is have your bobbin thread, and it's better if you use bobbin thread because it has a different thickness. It's a little lighter than a regular thread. Now I have wound regular colored bobbins on my machine, and that's another reason why you might want to use a bobbin winder is if you need to use the same color on the front and back of a project, for example, if you're doing a quilt. But and it did work. And I haven't really adjusted my tension for that, but it did work. I'll try to do a video with that later. But anyway, just to demonstrate how to use this machine, okay, you thread through. Okay, you thread through. I probably need to get some scissors here. And go ahead and get a clean snip. All right, thread through this hole first. Okay, and then pull it through this side. Now you want to go through your tension discs here, okay? And I never set my tension. I left it the same, and it's been good ever since I got the machine. I haven't needed to, okay? So pull it through, and then this is the part that holds your bobbin. Okay, so this is the tension disc, and there's an adjustment knob here, but I don't recommend adjusting the tension. There's an on and off switch, that's the main switch, and then there's a switch that starts the process, okay? So you just pop your bobbin on this uh, um, holder, I guess you'll call it. And what I do, I found that if I wrap my bobbin around about 10 times, I get a better start. Okay, so I've taken my thread, put it through this hole around the tension disc, and make sure it's engaged in the tension disc, okay? Through the second hole, let me see if you can get a better view of that. So there's a hole here and a hole here, and you want to have it through both of those holes, but also through the tension disc in this way. And then I begin by wrapping around the bobbin about 10 times to get it started. Now, before I started doing that, I had problems with poorly wound bobbins, and they would mess up my machine, and I would get thread breaks and stuff like that. So I recommend doing 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or so. And then you can cut your extra thread, okay, and turn it on, okay? But before we push start, we have to put our thread spool on the floor. Now, I've heard that you can use a thread stand for this, but I'm going to demonstrate this with putting the spool on the floor, as is recommended by the manufacturer of my machine. Okay, so I'm going to take the spool and just put it right onto the floor. And And you'll want to do that in front of your bobbin winder. So I'm going to turn the bobbin winder this way so that it has free access to the spool. Okay, so hopefully you can still get a good view of this. And now I'll push the start button. Okay, you can see the spool filling, the bobbin filling, and I'll show you when it finishes. This is a very fast process, okay? And I'll show you when it finishes that this is a very nicely wound bobbin. Okay, so nicely wound. I haven't had any trouble with these once I started wrapping the thread 10 times. Okay, and I use these on all my projects. I've even wound my own colors of bobbins. Okay, we'll do another one just to demonstrate again how quick and fast this process is. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm going to put this and start. Very fast process. So there's no reason to purchase a pre-wound bobbins, in my opinion, because I've had very good success with these and they've saved so much money. And my bobbin winder also includes a thread cutter, as you can see here. So we can cut our thread. I don't know how well it works. There we go. So I think I went the wrong way with that. But anyway, so you can use that. I usually just use a pair of scissors. But anyway, this is the fully wound bobbin and it works great. It works great in my machine. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more similar content. And if you have any ideas that you'd like me to share on my channel, please let me know.